I'm tired.
Welcome back to Fair Play Fellowship, where we always play fair. I don't know if that was live because it just said it's going live. So let me say it again. Welcome back to Fair Play Fellowship, where we always play fair. Still, to this day, we're back after a 2-week hiatus. That's on us.
Yes. It's on
Um,
me. It's on
I
me.
mean, you had your problems, but I could have come on here. I could have found someone to replace you. I could have come on here alone to appease our one viewer who was begging for it, but didn't do
Hey,
it.
I
So
would have
we're
I
back
would have
now.
watched.
I appreciate that. But I don't
Yeah.
know if I could have. I mean, I could have done it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't really have much of an excuse. It's just more of a I'd rather not.
Yeah,
That's-
I rooted for Will to do a 30-minute solo
he
session.
did.
Just
He
I
did.
thought it'd be entertaining to watch you go solo and just talk
Yeah.
to a camera for 30 minutes, but
I I f- I feel like I could do it if it came down
yeah,
to it, and I could do it. But it would be significantly easier um, doing it with people in the chat. And I know we'll have maybe one viewer sometimes. So I can, I just was like, um, couldn't do it.
should have
But
made
I
some
will,
burner accounts and send in some
yeah, yeah,
comments
yeah.
and
Send in some of my own questions.
oh
Wow, so
no, how dare
handsome.
you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, that way.
Oh yeah, no, that's not what I was thinking. But yeah,
um,
I was out. I had to take vacation last week from the podcast because Emily and I are pouring so much money into this house. It's painful. And it seems like for everything that we fix, there's 5 new things that we've uncovered that also need to be attended to. And in the case of last week, it ended up being a major leak in the shower where we had to disconnect our entire house from the water. So we had to go stay at the in-laws for a few nights, and now we're back, and things are, as of right now, not falling apart. So
better than ever.
the future looks bright.
Well, that's good. So obviously we missed an episode, and we're not going to spend an hour talking about that one and an hour talking about this one. We're really just going to get into this one. Um, what happened? The merge episode first. Let's just start by saying it was a great episode. It was better
Yeah.
than any episode of the season. Unfortunately, that's the one we happened to miss. But uh, quick recap: Sage and Juwan stuck with the Hina yellow and turned on Savannah, Soph, and Rizzo.
Yeah.
So they're on the bottom.
I got to say, I love it
Mhm.
because typically what you see on these, uh, from what I've seen on the so many seasons that I've watched,
Yeah, yeah,
is
tons.
that the bottom people of the totem pole are always too afraid to make that move where they join the other team and then,
Mhm.
turn around and actually pull that off. I'm sure it's
Yep.
happened plenty, but it was refreshing to see, specifically with this season. I was like, please don't do the boring thing and just stick
Yeah.
with old tribe alliances.
Mhm.
And honestly, Jeff Probst, he annoys me with he's constantly bringing up the old tribe alliances every single time they're at tribal. How much is this playing into your decision
Right.
tonight? Your old
Yeah.
tribal. I'm like, leave it alone. Let these
Yeah.
people come up with their own like set of guidelines that's steering them into this vote. Stop
Yeah.
trying to make it about old alliances all the time. I
Right.
was sick and tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. Like, I think it is annoying, and I think he's bringing it up more this season because of all those tribe swaps. So it's like,
Yeah.
do these tribe swaps matter? I guess is what he's getting at, and I love that Sage and Jawan flipped for the reason
Yeah.
of proving that tribe swaps do matter, and
Mhm.
that's just nice for Jeff to hear. I also loved this is like a hot take, and some people are like not about it, but I loved that Jeff said, "Hey guys, there's spots on 50 available. Like you're playing for not only to win 49, like this isn't just the season before 50. y'all could be on 50. And
Yeah.
I think that might have been part of the reason why Juwan and Sage did flip. Because if I'm
Yeah.
like teetering, like if I'm 50-50 and then I hear that, I'm going to do the move. I mean, unfortunately, we know that neither one of them end up on 50. But if I'm teetering 50-50 and then I'm told, hey, you could end up on 50, I'm going to make the more questionable, daring move, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
And if
I
it's
like,
not responsible for Sage and Jawan, it's definitely responsible, at least from the perspective of the edit of the show, this villain arc that has started
right.
for Savannah.
Yeah.
And the
It started.
buildup of bringing her into 50 has
Yeah.
become very obvious now.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. When she, so last, I guess 2 episodes ago now, when she dove for the ring of keys that MC was about to grab,
Yes.
I was like, "Oh, shoot." I mean, you can't hide that. You did it. There's no
Yeah.
trying to fight or, argue your way out of that one. Like, no, you just got
Yeah.
caught trying to take her keys.
Yeah. That was
But
some savagery. And I
yeah,
loved it.
yeah, me too. All about that. Happy to see it. Um, but I mean, I'm sure we'll think of other stuff from the previous episode while we're talking. But I mean, for the most part, that episode ends with Nate going home because Juwan and Sage flipped, leaving
Love it.
Savannah, Rizzo, and Soph, because we're calling her Soph now, apparently, at the bottom. And I love that that's the case. Like, it's kind of fun knowing that Rizzo and Savannah are on 50, yet they're on the bottom, at least going into
I
this
know.
episode.
Yeah,
Because otherwise,
it's good. It's also bad because I was like,
right.
I know Savannah and Rizzo, they're about to
Yeah,
start getting away with some stuff.
right. And I mean, they got away with some stuff this episode. Like, they
Mhm.
are going into next episode just looking stronger and stronger because they have all the power. Like, they have so many powers. I
Yeah.
mean, Soph has the knowledge is power advantage. Rizzo has an idol, and Savannah has the extra vote now because she banked her vote. So
Yeah.
all 3 of them have a power. It's
Mhm.
crazy. Um, but before
Yeah, I
we
mean,
start,
Soph kind of sounds like she's already swapped up on him, but
yeah, I mean, I think she was making the right move of like throwing him under the bus for now, but I don't think
yeah,
she's.
they all did a really good job actually of
Mhm.
staying calm. I
Yeah,
mean, my goodness, how many times do people end up on the wrong side of the vote or end up hearing their name being brought up as a possible nomination, even if it's just for the sake of like, you know, sending other people off on a rabbit trail like they're not actually the target. They still
right.
spiral and go out of control.
Yeah,
Rizzo and Savannah did exactly what you would expect to see from people who have been asked to be who have asked to come back the next
yeah,
season.
yeah.
Like
Agreed.
good awareness, you know, easy
Yeah,
to drop the problem and not be too caught up in the drama and just say, okay, what's my next step and
right.
start moving forward.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I think
applaud.
how, like, for sure, like Rizzo, how he handled Jawan specifically. I love that they showed that because the way Rizzo was like, dude, you do not have to apologize. No hard feelings. It's a game. We're playing a game. I'm completely fine with working with you again if you'll have me, basically. Like, I think he handled it perfectly, and then it showed the montage of Savannah going to everyone. And same with her with Jawan, telling Jawan that she was proud of him. Jawan's the type of guy that will feel pride in being told, and Savannah specifically telling him that she's proud of him, I feel like.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, I feel
so
like every episode that goes by, Juwan is getting cringier and cringier to watch.
yeah.
The glances that he makes at the cameras, the way he says stuff, and then like shrivels down. He's like, you know, it's just like
Yeah.
he acts like he's anime or something, and it's
Yeah.
just it's
Oh, for
so hard
sure.
to watch. And
Yeah.
same thing with Sage. Okay, so here's the thing, going back to last week's episode, I feel like I was quickly falling in love with Sage and Jawan. Like I
Yeah.
love the camera glances from Sage. I love the
Mhm.
energy from Jawan and the confidence to go from bottom of the totem pole to swapping up on his old tribe. But
Mhm.
as quickly as I fell in love, I fell out of love this episode. I
Okay.
feel like Sage was, she seems like the kind of person that is constantly in the mindset that she's a victim. And
Yeah.
so, like, Shannon's being mean. Shannon's throwing my name under bus. I feel like I'm being targeted. I feel like I'm being placed at the bottom socially. And that's just how it's been ever since I was in elementary school. Blah, blah, blah. As soon as Shannon's gone, oh my gosh, Savannah's the mean girl on the block. I'm at the bottom of,
Right.
I just can't stand. And then, like, the whole chicken thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
Sage, these people are playing Survivor. They're starving. There's a chicken. And she
Yeah.
named him Teriyaki. Let the
Yeah.
girl live a little bit.
Right.
She's not being
That's
mean.
funny. She's not.
Yeah, it's
It's not pointed at
hilarious.
you at all. Yeah. I thought the
No.
same thing.
And
And yeah.
so
So yeah.
I felt annoyed with Sage instantly. And then Jawan just coming off as way too overconfident that, like, he's running the game now just because he went against his old tribe. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
buddy, you're gonna be viewed as a flip flopper
Yeah.
as soon as Hina has any speculation or reason to second guess where your allegiance is.
Right.
So I don't. They
Yeah.
got on my nerves this episode.
Yeah. I mean, so before we get to like after the challenge, other things um that need to be brought up. Christina found an idol. She
Yeah.
found an idol with, and it wasn't a beware advantage. She just found it, and Alex and Steven know about it. No one else as of right now. We'll see how. I feel like that was like the most random idol find to me because I just, based on the edit, there's no way Christina's going to do anything special with that. I just can't see it. She's going to be voted out with that idol in her pocket.
Or it'll be taken away from her.
Or yeah, Soph could take it.
Yeah.
I suppose that's true. I don't know. I meant to go rewatch it before we did this, but when I was watching it live, going into the challenge, it was like showing them walk in, and then I swear I missed about like 2 minutes of Savannah talking because it like cut, and all of a sudden it was, and I'm on the bottom, and I know I'll lose if I go out, or I'll go home if I lose, and then it was like straight to the challenge. Like it wasn't. I was like, either that was the biggest editing error of all time, or my TV just did something stupid. Like it was catching up to live TV, even though I'm watching it live. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
But I meant to go back and watch it because I assumed that that was not the case and something actually happened. But I don't know.
Yeah. I'm assuming that was your TV. I don't remember
Okay,
anything coming off
yeah.
too
If you didn't
choppy.
catch it, yeah, it was so choppy that either it was a crazy miss, which never would happen, or it was just my TV being stupid. But
Yeah.
how'd you feel about the challenge?
I don't know, like, the history of Survivor and how that's typically looked as far as having these random competitions where half of a team or half of the cast is basically fighting together. But
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I thought that was awesome.
Okay.
Maybe you
I
can tell me, is that a common thing or has that ever happened
Yeah, it's
before?
common. So in the new era, they've done that pretty common. Like it's pretty common at final 10 to split up into two groups of five, or at final 12 to do two groups of six. Um, and typically, one tribe is fully immune, and occasionally the tribe that loses, the person who lasts the longest, is also immune. So, um, essentially exactly what happened tonight ends up happening, but in a different way. Like Savannah being a twist because she won, I loved that. I was all for
Yeah.
that part. When they split into two teams, I was like, okay, I've seen this before. Um, New era makes sense. Wasn't expecting exactly this to happen again because they have changed it. I feel like they've changed the format a lot this season, but
Yeah.
um, so I will say whenever they just at first announced splitting two teams, only half will go to tribal. I was like, oh, come on, not this again. I want a big tribal. I love the big 10-person tribals. But
Yeah.
but then when they did the twist where Savannah goes, I was like, okay, at least they're changing it up a little bit because Savannah now goes and she has immunity and is a vote maybe, or she can earn an extra vote. I loved it. I loved the twist.
Yeah.
And I'm not always a huge fan of the twist, but this specific one I liked a lot.
Yeah, I typically also enjoy the larger tribal settings more as well. However, as soon as Savannah won that challenge, I looked
Mhm.
over at who was on that other group,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, this is about to be juicy."
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
With Rizzo's idol, I was like,
Yeah,
"This is gonna be good." And as
right.
soon as that challenge started, I looked at Emily. I was like, "Game over. This is
Yeah.
Savannah's challenge. She's giving
Yeah.
some mega Parvati vibes right now,
Yeah, I
and
thought the exact same thing.
she's about to beast this comp." And
Yeah.
then she was up there. I was like, "Dude, she looks cool as the breeze right now. She
Yeah.
ain't sweating nothing."
Yeah.
So when she won, wasn't surprised and was super happy for her. And listening back on her story, first
Mhm.
off, guys, we got a trauma story that had nothing to do with school. I mean,
Yeah, that was refreshing.
it
That
was
was a
good.
truly villain origin story.
Seriously, I told like for real, if I took a job where I had to be fake with someone on a camera and as soon
Mhm.
as it turned off, I knew that they hated me,
Yeah.
I would break that contract. I could not.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money I would owe that studio to sacrifice 2 years of
2
joy.
years. Yeah.
I felt that story, it makes me kinda sick. Like, those are
Yeah.
the kind of people you wanna punch in the face for
Yeah.
just being jerks for no reason.
Mhm.
But so I was happy for her. I thought the story was fantastic. It makes
Mhm.
total sense why it actually related to her in the game and caused some type of trigger on the,
Yeah.
on the inside. I was like, this is actually like this is cinema, as Joanne would say.
Yes,
I
Juan
th-
and
I feel
Rizzo.
like I feel like Juwan has named like 4 or 5 episodes already.
Probably. I mean, he's on a roll for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
anyways,
I
that was great.
completely
Savannah
agree.
killed it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's like whenever that was happening, whenever she was given her trauma backstory or whatever, I was
Yeah.
at first I was getting ready to be like, "Oh boy, here we go. Here goes another one." And then as it was happening, I was like, "Wait a minute. I think this is actually causing me to feel emotion." Like
Yeah.
kids are dumb. So in middle school and high school and elementary school, trauma, it's like, yeah, that really sucks that that happened, but kids are dumb. These are
Yeah.
adults who are treating her incorrectly because they think she took someone's job. It's like she was just
Yeah.
the best person for the job probably
Yeah.
and got a job and everyone else was bitter. So I agree. Like I loved it and I love that Savannah's being painted as this villain and then that story happened. It really felt like a Darth Vader moment of like
Yeah.
just the transition of, oh, now I'm gonna take $1 million home with me and be a villain. I loved it. So great
Yeah. I
storytelling by the editors.
for her image, like the whole villain thing that is being played up, like they were going kind of hard on it before they let her kind of give her spill, and I was like, this really has no substance. I mean, other than her dive for the keys with MC, and even then, it wasn't evil. It was just like this obvious level of like ultra competitiveness inside of
Yeah.
her.
Mhm.
But outside of that, all of the other Mean Girl stuff was just hearsay, or at least
Yeah.
it definitely didn't show up on my camera because there hasn't been a single episode where I've thought, like, yeah, you can see like the seriousness and the level of strategic uh, brain she's bringing to the game,
Mhm.
but never like ill intent or malicious behavior or
Right.
anything like that.
Right.
So I was really glad that after they fed us that for probably 5-10 minutes to flip to her story and allow this really
Yes.
soft side to come through, followed up by
Yes.
a victory. It was just a great first half of the episode.
Right. No, I agree. I think it was great, and again, props to the editors for doing it that way because it really did feel like villain that you know nothing about, but you're being told they're a villain, and then you get the backstory halfway through, and you're like, oh, there's some depth to this villainess.
Mhm. Mhm.
Loved it. Um, okay, so in after the challenge, they it's before Savannah gets there. Rizzo, Sage, Jawan, MC, and Sophie with an E. and no one's immune, but everyone knows Rizzo has an idol. How would you have played this if you were Rizzo to start?
I loved everything Rizzo did this episode.
That was brilliant.
I wouldn't change up anything. I mean, I told Emily if I would have done anything different, I might have been even more adamant. Like as soon as I got to the island with them, I probably would have said, "Hey guys, I know you're going to feed me the idea of not playing this idol. I am playing it, and
Mhm.
I'm probably going to choose who goes home tonight." I would say something kind of crazy like that, just to kind of
Right.
set the bar and tone. Like this is happening, and everything that's
Yeah.
about to unfold is going to unfold my way
Yeah.
because I have the power, and I'm the only one here with power right now. The person who went to that island and I think played it so horribly, and this was before I saw Tribal, I was like, I can't believe how stupid of a move that was MC
Yeah.
going and telling Jawan,
Yeah. Dumb.
who just got onto you for not trusting him. So I understand you're trying to buy back this trust that you lost by playing your idol, but he
Mhm.
just got onto you. He's already shown that he will flip flop on some people that trust him.
Right.
And you're on an island where 1 of 5 people have to go home.
Yeah.
One has an idol, so you're down to 1 of 4 people. There's a plan in place that has 2 people's names on it. And so I'm doing
We're getting close here.
what are these? Like your name is not on the table.
Yeah.
Don't put it there. Lay
Right.
low and
Yeah.
shut your mouth. If the plan is Rizzo and the backup plan is Jawan, and there's only 4 people who have the chance of going home, don't say anything. That
Yeah.
is so stupid.
Yeah. Completely agree. I think exactly what you just said. MC, her name was not on the chopping block. It was going to be Rizzo or Jawan, and
Yeah.
she felt the need to just then say something else to try and get Sophie out. Like, I don't really
Yeah.
understand what
I
her.
don't want Jawan to go home. So
Yeah.
what? Be grateful.
Yeah.
You have a
Yeah. You get to
20%
stay.
chance or more of
Right.
going home right now.
Right. Yeah. I was shocked, and I mean, I thought Sophie played it pretty well after the fact. Whenever she finds out that MC did spill the beans to Jawan, like, I think it was wise of her to be like, yeah. And I wasn't doing it because I don't like you. I was doing it for safety for myself. But I am perfectly fine with making that person not you. Especially now
Yeah.
hearing, like she fessed up, but she didn't fess up like, yeah, I wanted you out. She fessed up saying, yeah, I wanted to be safe, but we can make that person MC. And then when Savannah showed up, it was like everything that was going to happen, they got scared to do it because now they had 2 votes in Rizzo and Savannah, and then Sage and
Mhm.
Jawan were like, "Nah, never mind, let's just vote with Rizzo and Savannah," which I thought
Yeah.
was interesting, but probably the right move for safety purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Savannah, when they all get back together, I'm assuming she will, but she better play it off as, oh, the advantage I got was that I got to listen in on Tribal. Nothing about a vote. And whenever they
Yeah.
say, how come you didn't vote? Be like, it was just a bluff. I just got to sit in with you guys.
Yeah. I mean, but they don't know that she didn't vote unless they just counted. Like, there's obviously whenever he showed the 3rd vote for MC, he said, 3, that's enough. Grab your torch or whatever to MC.
Oh, I just assume that they always go through all the votes.
No. So they got to 3, which should tell them someone didn't vote because it should have taken 4 with 6 people.
Yeah.
So, but it was enough. So if they counted, if they did did their math in their head, I think Sophie even looked like she kind of had a look on her face like, wait a minute. And then we kind of moved on from it. So I don't know if we'll get something in the next episode of people thinking that, or she might have just gotten away with not voting and has an extra vote now.
Yeah.
So
I want to speak to Rizzo a little more because even though they've been playing it as Savannah the villain, Rizzo is the one that has like
Yeah.
he has that villain mindset behind the game of I have power, and
Yeah.
because I have the power, I am going to dominate. And
Mhm.
his whole process of thinking with considering the different spiderweb of connections that people have, understanding why Sophie could be an asset and not a target, and then naming MC as the target, and then having it played out. I was
Mhm.
like, the dude is next level in the game right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think he's the best player on the show right now.
Yeah.
But
I think I agree. I
yeah.
I mean, the way everyone's worried about Sophie as a challenge beast, or apparently people consider her a threat despite her hardly being on our screens in the early merge or the pre-merge.
Sure.
Um,
Well, and they don't know that, but
right. Yeah, of course not. But to us, it's like, really, she's a threat. But if that's what they think, that's what they think. And she came in second in a challenge and has won an immunity challenge. So I get that. But yeah, I agree. Like, everyone's going to continue to consider her a threat. So why are we doing other people's dirty work? Let's get rid of another Hina member, MC, who has shown that she doesn't trust y'all for using her idol, and then she shows that she's untrustworthy by flipping on Sophie as soon as she gets a chance to Juwan.
Mhm.
So I mean, MC played it horribly. Sophie did great to stay because by the end of it, she knew it was either her or MC, and I think she made a better pitch.
Yeah.
And Rizzo, masterclass. I feel like I love it,
Yeah.
and him not playing his
Rizzo
idol
killed it
two,
that episode.
yeah, 2 episodes in a row, him not playing his idol whenever things are questionable. It's like,
Mhm.
whew, man, that is a bold move that I don't think I would do. I do not
No.
think I could do it.
I mean, even when when the votes were read, he said, "I can't believe I just did that."
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, especially after he was on the wrong side of the numbers the last episode.
I know.
I can't believe that he didn't play it just for insurance. Like, even if it's wrong, like, dude, I mean, I guess you don't
I
have to
know.
do it.
Nobody would blame you. But that's
You're
some game-winning moves right there.
Yeah, and I mean, he's gonna be that player that everyone's like, all the fans are rooting for come final
Mhm.
6, 5, or 4 or something, and then he's gonna get blindsided by Savannah or something, and it's gonna be devastating, and I love
You're messed up.
it.
I hope him and Savannah go final 3.
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that happened, but I hope not. I hope Savannah turns on him and is like,
Why? If they get there and it's epic, I mean, if they get there by just dominating everybody the whole game, sure. Okay, it's not that great. But if they get there together and they're constantly these underdogs, the two of them together, dude, it's going to be fun to watch.
yeah. I mean, for sure. Like, there have been seasons where people's backs are up against the wall and they find an idol and then they win immunity and then they find an idol and then they win and they find an idol and they constantly find a way to make it to the end and then win. Those are
Uh-huh.
fun seasons. Those are
Shout out to
really,
the David's Goliath.
yeah, exactly. Like, they just found a way to get their way back in the game and Nick wins. But
Mhm.
so if that's the way it works, I'm all for that. But I honestly, I think that Rizzo and Savannah might be too good at the game for that to be the way it works. Because, like, I don't think they're gonna need idols every single episode to
Yeah.
get further. I think both of them showed this episode that even though they had all these extra advantages, they didn't even need them. Like, they just rebonded with Jawan and Sage, and Jawan and Sage clearly felt at least comfortable enough to not do it. And I know there was an idol in play, so, like, they didn't really have much of a choice. But I do think they're really good at the game, and I worry that the numbers will be back in Savannah and Rizzo's favor soon. I think
Yeah.
we'll get 1 or 2 more up in the air exciting episodes, and then at, like, final 6, they're probably sitting pretty, and then Savannah's like, "But I can't be sitting at the end with Rizzo," or something like that, and then she cuts him, and it's gonna be glorious.
Or he could cut her.
Or he could that I would honestly, I hope that's what happens because
Mhm.
like I'm so set that Savannah's gonna win in my mind, even though I try
Really?
not to be. I try to take that out of my mind, but just based on both of them being on 50 and how the tribes are split on 50, it's like I try to take it out of my mind, but that's where the money is. If I'm placing a
Yeah.
bet, I'm placing it on Savannah. So, as much as I try to take it away, I out of my mind, I can't. So if that does happen,
Yeah. I mean,
if
she
Survivor,
seems like a winner. A winner. I get it.
yeah, yeah, I mean that too. Like without the Survivor 50 stuff, she could be a winner pick for me, anyways.
Yeah.
So with the Survivor 50 stuff, I'm like that, but that would be fantastic if Survivor did that on purpose and was like, oh yeah, they're gonna think that she's the winner, but Rizzo actually wins, and then there's just a tribe with 2 winners and a tribe with 0 winners on 50. I'd be okay with that, I guess.
Mhm.
Why not? So, um, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. I think Savannah's gonna win. So,
Yeah. I'm not mad at that pick. I get it.
yeah. I really honestly, I mean, Rizzo is probably my favorite player currently on the season, no question, but I really like Soph. Like, I think she is a lot of fun,
I love
and
Alex.
Alex t honestly, I love both of them. Like, I'm glad that they're the 2 that have made it from the Blue Tribe. Well, I
Yes.
mean, I do miss Jeremiah, though. I'll always
Yes.
miss Jeremiah. He'd be
I might
great
go
still.
watch a video of him laughing
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
for the fun
but
of it after this.
yeah, but I like both of them, and I think Alex is a good player. Him going out and looking for the idol, it sucks that Christina found it. If Alex would have
Yeah.
found it, I feel like it would have been so much better for the season, but
It could have changed the season. Who
it
knows?
could have. Oh, for sure, because I think he's probably capable of doing something with it. I don't think Christina is.
Yeah.
But
I bet they probably convinced Christina to use it on someone else.
yeah, maybe. I could see Christina being I could see Savannah, like, somehow it getting out to Savannah and Rizzo, and them convincing Christina that, "No, we have your best interests in mind," and then her
Mhm.
using it on someone else and then them voting her out. That'd be pretty cool.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'd be all for that. But I love a good deceitful season. I'm all about it. But yeah, I mean, who do you like at this point? Obviously Rizzo,
Yeah.
Alex, you said.
Yeah. Outside of our season 50s and I like Alex just his whole energy and his like
Yeah.
enjoyment and taking everything in.
Yes.
I'm drawn to those people. Like
Yeah.
people that complain, I have a hard time rooting for people who enjoy life. They're always, they're golden
Right.
for me.
Mhm.
But outside of them on a gameplay level, I've liked the way that Steven has looked. I thought that he has looked pretty calm whenever at first he seemed like he was going to be a little too far into his own paranoia, but
Right.
he's been pretty cool the past couple episodes and smart, doing the right things, looking for the right stuff, talking to the right people. Seems to be, in the know with people as far as like how much they're willing to tell him about stuff.
Yep.
It kind of sucks for him that MC just left because that was his number one. So excited to
Yeah.
see kind of how he takes that whenever they start next episode.
Yeah. Agreed. I do like that aspect of splitting the tribes. Going into next episode, you have something is gonna like you're looking forward to because you don't know how they're gonna react to the MC going home. So I like that aspect of it, and I think I mean I feel like the season is shaping up to be a pretty good season despite a very slow start. Like it is going to be
Just
a
predictable start.
yeah, that's true. It wasn't bad gameplay. It
Even for
wasn't
me, I haven't even seen that much, but it was like
yeah,
I knew exactly what was coming the first 5 episodes.
right. Yeah, and that's the problem. Like there wasn't anyone we hated. No one that was like just jumping off the screen of like, oh my gosh, I love this person. Like Rizzo had his moments early merge, but nothing crazy. Like the most exciting moment was Jeremiah laughing I feel like that's like what stands out to me from the early merge, and then Jake getting the snake bite. But like otherwise,
Yeah.
I'm like, what else happened in the pre-merge? Nothing exciting. So
Well, Rizzo coming back on Alex in that puzzle challenge was pretty hilarious.
Rizzo probably has his highlight reel from the season is probably going to be pretty solid.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for him to be on 50. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think Christina has no shot still. Sophie has no shot. Sophie with an E has no shot.
Yeah, she's just going to be used as a tool.
Yeah, she'll make it. I mean, her edit's exactly what I'd expect at this point. Like, based on her edit, she's going home at 5. Or she makes it to final 3 and gets 0 votes. I could see that happening as well. I don't think that's going to happen. That's not really my prediction, but it wouldn't surprise me, I guess, based on her edit. But those two definitely have no chance at winning. Steven, I feel like Steven, really, his edit is kind of weird to me. Like, I like everything I see from him, but I feel like on another season, he could be a star, but he's being like outshined by Rizzo and Savannah. One, because they're great TV, and then 2, because they're on 50. So obviously they're going to edit them up.
Yeah.
Same thing with Alex, honestly. I feel like Alex kind of, I mean, he had a great pre-merge because they kept going to tribal, but otherwise he's kind of slowed down as well.
I wouldn't be too surprised if Alex went in the next episode.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, I could see that happening.
Knows?
If you had to guess right now, who would it be?
On leaving next episode, I would say. So I think that Power is going to swap back to Old Red.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I think we're going to see either a Hina or a Blue that is now attached to Hina. So I think Steven or Alex go home next episode.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, man, I feel like it's going to be, I want to say Steven, but I think it's going to be a little bit different. I think Jawan and Sage are going to stick with old Hina. And I think it's going to be like an idle outplay or an extra vote play or no. I think some advantage is being played next tribal in order to get one of them out.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Every time a power in the game is used and it works, it makes it so much better.
Yeah, agreed. For sure. I mean, they're we're obviously 10 seasons before there were ever idols in Survivor. And there are some great seasons in those first 10. But the game has changed so much that if you go back and watch one of those seasons, it's like you're not even watching the same show. It's a survival show that has strategy elements. Now it's like social strategy that happens to be on an island.
Yeah.
So things have changed, but
I wish there was some cool lore out there that, like, the first 10 seasons, there were idols, but nobody looked for them. That'd be cool to know.
Yeah. I mean, the first idols, you found clues, and the clues, there was like clues hidden in the rewards. So if you want a reward challenge,
I know.
On China, you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it on China. I just wish Jeff would come out in his book and be like, oh, yeah, people don't know this, but there were idols in the first 10 seasons.
Yeah.
Just nobody knew to look for them. Yeah. I would just love that. I don't know.
There's like 2 that I can think of. I think actually both in season 42, a guy named Omer found something. I don't remember what it was. I think it was either a steal a vote. Well, it was some advantage. I don't remember what it was. But he got voted out with it. And there were so many advantages in the game. And there were only 60-minute episodes at the time. So, or I guess 43 minutes without commercials. So, because there was not enough time to edit it in, no one ever knew that he found a idol or an advantage because it just never was shown on screen, and he never got a confessional about it. Nothing. So until afterwards, and then another I guess they won same season. They won a fish that still needed to be like gutted and cooked, and they hid a clue or an idol or something inside the fish. So they
Oh,
were
that's cool.
expecting, yeah, it would have been really cool. So they expected whoever's gutting this fish is going to find it. This jacked guy, Jonathan, who's going to be on 50, apparently just gutted the fish and just like the clue went in the water. He never even noticed it. So no one,
Uh-huh.
no one got it. No one found it. So I mean, things like that have happened. But
Yeah.
on um, man, I don't remember who he was with, but there's a guy from Millennials versus Gen X. Uh, his name's David. He comes back at one point, but in between the 2 seasons he's on, he goes to Fiji and he makes a fake idol and he goes to the island. Like he hires some boat guy to take him to the Survivor Islands during the off season, and he hides a fake idol on the beach just in case he ever gets invited back. So then the story is that when he gets invited back, he does end up on the right beach, but then he felt bad that it was like outside the game, so he didn't use it. Like he didn't.
No,
I know, dude. That would have been
that
so
would be
epic.
legendary.
I agree. It would have been so cool because it's not like he, stowed away, something to get on the show that's not supposed to be on the show. Like he was there. Like this just happened to be here. Who knows who put it there? Um, it would have been really cool. But he was like, you know, it was outside the game, and
Dude, that's the crap you get. You pull that crap so that you get invited back
yeah,
a third time.
yeah. If he would have done it, there's no way production would have stopped him from doing it because
No.
if he comes and he's like, so actually 2 years ago, I hired a guy to let me come out here and hide an idol so that if I ever got invited back and happened to be on the same beach, I could play it like, and then it works. Like that
Yeah.
is that is fourth, 4D gameplay. Like
Yeah.
oh, man, I wish he would have done it, but didn't do it.
Yeah. What a shame.
Yeah. Oh, anyways,
Great.
yeah. So there's some lore out there of stuff like that, but it's
Yeah.
those first 10 seasons. No, there were no idols hidden, and then the
Oh,
idols had to get figured out in order to make them the correct amount of power. Because at one point it was like you play the idol after the votes, that's too much power, and then they had to fine tune it. Now it's perfect, but anyways,
forgive me for yawning.
bro,
I'm,
no worries.
I'm cooked. I'm cooked.
Yeah.
We're almost done, guys. We're wrapping up early today.
We're done.
Okay.
What else do you got?
Great. I was trying to
get
think
past
if
40
there's
minutes.
another. I was trying to think if there was another moment from. I know, man. I'm really sorry I couldn't make it last week because when I watched the episode, I was like, "Dang,
Yeah, it's
there's
a
like
great
probably
episode.
7, 8 things I'd love to hit on
Yeah.
this episode." But it is what it is. Life's busy, and
Yeah.
when it's season 50, life won't be busy anymore.
No,
But
of course not. Yeah, we'll
but
see.
yeah, no, I think that's it for me.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think the past 2 episodes have been the best of the season, no question. I mean, Jeff said it. He said that it's kind of it picks up in the second half, is what he said. So, and it certainly has. And I expect it to continue.
Okay.
Like with all the advantages in the
Yeah.
game, there's no way
Mhm.
crazy stuff doesn't happen. Like crazy stuff's gonna happen. So
Yeah,
it'll be good. Looking forward to next week.
me too. I think it's a promising season right now.
Yeah. It's trajectory is certainly like this, and it's past 48 already to me. Didn't take much, but 48 was garbage. Anyways. All right. That's all I got.
All right.
Thanks
Adios.
for watching.
Thanks for
subscribe,
watching.
like, comment. And we'll see you here next time. Bye.